Welcome back to JT and Urban. My name is Eli. We got JT on the road with me right here. How's everything going, JT?
What's going on, guys? I'm ready to talk about this talk. Let's hit it.
All right. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about Kanye West. Now, I know how as controversial as Kanye West can be, he actually got some points he's making in this video right here. Matter of fact, let's play the clip.
Hey, everybody. I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I am not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. So we seen the video. Kanye West had some good points. JT, what's your thoughts on this whole topic?
This is a perfect opportunity to address that it doesn't matter if you're rich or with lower financial means. We deal with the same issues when it comes down to family law.
Facts.
Which the facts are that the mother has more rights, allegedly, than the father does, even in a joint custody situation. And that's scary because you would think it would be fair. But to my understanding, family law is different than civil law, regular law. It's strict. And but what I see, what I hear from watching some channels like The Lead Attorney, which he's a 20-year divorce attorney, and he talks about family law all the time. And he's an advocate on men's rights in the family courts. So what Kanye West is talking about is absolutely what majority of fathers all around the country are going through right now. And he's laying out the plan, the paperwork, of what he's going through, with visitation, with also telling his wife, his former wife, Kim Kardashian, that he doesn't want his daughter to participate in social media. Now, you would think that it's a small thing, but it isn't. These are common traits, are common things that co-parenting go through. So what he's expressing is his parental right, or is it?
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with you. Now, like, the stigma around Kanye is, like, he's crazy or whatever it may be. We're not going to put labels on it. But listening to this, I can agree, especially being a father and myself, and you yourself, you're a father of two as well. There are certain things you may not want your kids to do. Like, me personally, I don't want my kids to be on Facebook right now or Instagram right now or TikTok. Like, I had to delete the app, make sure I block it. And that was one of the things, because I understand, like, they said TikTok was mostly for kids. But when you really look at TikTok, how many TikTok creators out there you see are kids? Like around my daughter's age, 8 to 13. Their content don't get pushed. It's more the 15 to 20 or older age that's actually being pushed, and they're doing stuff that I don't want my daughter or my son to be witnessing right now. And it's not just that. There's the fact that Kanye's kids are on there, and it's Kanye and Kim Kardashian kids. They'll get a special boost from that. They'll get more followers than, let's say my daughter started, or your daughter started TikTok, or my son started TikTok. They'll get a little bit more attention from TikTok than my family would. So the fact that I'm a father, and I understand that, and but the thing is, these are conversations that me and my wife had prior, before we even got married. Hey, how would you want to raise your kids? Hey, social media is not a place I would want my kids to to be on. These are conversations before I even say, hey, will you marry me? We had conversations on. And these are things that's not going on today. It's just, hey, look, you know, you look good. Let me turn around, let me see. Oh, snap, you got a fatty on you. All right, hey, let's go. These are conversations that should be had before marriage is even in the picture. Hey, what's your religion? Hey, how do you want to live? How do you want to raise your kids? What do you like? What are your dislikes? How would you want to live? These are all conversations that if you just took a few minutes beforehand, could have saved you a lot of time. What's your thoughts on that, JT?
I'm a big I love the fact that questions are asked prior to making a family commitment. I think that's the way to go. And I think that the way you hear it out in the public, it doesn't happen like that. And I really believe that it was this one author, and he said you need to ask 120 questions. 120 questions seems like it's over the top, but Neely Fuller says that because you'll be sure to know a thing if you have the answer to it. So laying out the foundation, asking your soon-to-be wife that, hey, how family, religion, rearing kids, finances, it would cause less stress, I believe. But what's more important is if it ends, and what we're finding out right now with Jesse Williams, with Kanye West, and other stars, is that it ends badly. Even if the marriage is 20 plus years, as we've seen in the public eye, someone like Dr. Dre, who finances are being dragged, and also privacy is being dragged all through social media. So Kanye has a point. This is what we have to take from this. We need to sit down and think about smooth solutions. We have to. What's best for the kids? Right now, they airing out all this information that should have been talked about, been addressed. Now we talking about social media, visitations. Oh, I'm gonna send 3 of the kids, but I'm gonna keep 1 with me. The mother has that right, even through joint custody. She also has the right to set the tone. She can switch. So if you had documentation saying, hey, this amount of time or this day, I need all the kids, not 3 of the kids, it would be at least documented. But by the time he put a complaint in with the courts, this is how unfair the courts are, it would be months until he get a date. By that time, it would have been resolved. Mm-hmm. But what happened? It would have been anger. It would have been a lot of fighting in between that time before the courts heard it. And by the time the courts finally hear the complaint, guess what? They'll ask Mr. Kanye West, well, since January 25th, right now is November. How many times have you seen your child? Well, I've seen it 12 times. Oh, so it's 12 times more than you complained about before, right, Mr. West? Yes. Then why are we here? This is how slow the courts are. This is how unfair the courts are. So why can't we just fix it prior to? Understand, I know it's hard. I know it's like Johnson, JT, this is basically like, this doesn't happen. It don't happen this way, but you can sit down with that co-parent and work out a plan. It's not always going to be peaches and cream, but we got to sit down and at least make it easier, because right now it's a public mess. And Kanye is going through what millions of fathers all across America is going through. Our family courts are unfair. And unfortunately, I'm going through a minor case, but I'm so happy that I sat down and I had reasonable children's. Their moms was reasonable. They didn't drag me through the system, thank goodness, because we had an agreement. Sometimes it only takes an agreement, but when it's disagreeable like this, when the other half is already in a relationship openly, it can get ugly. But I don't know how they'll be able to fix it. But I'm hoping they'll be able to fix it soon.
Now, just to end off with this, I believe what he said, what Kanye West said, was 100% true. As far as it's more lenient towards the woman versus the man. It's not really 50-50. You know, they're going to look at the woman and she has that edge. And the reason I say that is because me and my wife, we joke around all the time. We like, that's how we are. We're like best friends. We're like husband and wife. But it's awesome the way me and my wife had. We'll play around and be like, hey, you know, if this happens, I'm taking the kids. I'm like, no, I'm taking the full custody. But the fact that my wife can say, hey, you know, even in joking, the judge will always see it my way. And me knowing that's true, even if it's just joking, and me knowing, yeah, you know, you have the edge, I would have to put my best foot forward while you just have to cruise. You know, it's not seen in the same light. You know, and that's just all I had to say about that. But that's just our thoughts. We want to know what your thoughts are. So comment down in the comments below. Let us know. And make sure you follow us on our social media platform. Can also be found down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day.